Canelo, even though he didn't win tonight, he's still Canelo, and he will have many, many, many other big nights here at the MGM Grand, filling up the venue as a world champion. Please give it up for my good friend, an amazing fighter, an amazing person inside and outside of the ring, my favorite fighter, Canelo Alvarez.
Buenas noches. Bueno, pues quiero agradecerles el apoyo que nos brindaron para este gran evento, el apoyo que me brindó a mí toda la afición, muy bonito. Y pues, obviamente, no quería salir de aquí con una derrota. Nadie quiere salir con una derrota de aquí. Y me pega en el orgullo muy fuerte, pero pues así es esto y hoy me tocó perder.
Good evening to all of you, and I'm very gracious to all of you for all the support I received. Obviously, I didn't want to lose. I didn't want to leave here with the loss, but it happens. It hurts, but here I am. Questions? Thank you very much. Come on, guys. Wake up. Guys. All right.
Canelo, how difficult was Floyd's speed for you to deal with? And he seemed like he was popping you with that jab all night long. You never got an answer for it. Can you comment on sort of those two things?
Sí, es un peleador rápido y lo hace más rápido todavía cuando un peleador nomás te está punteando, cuando te está haciendo puntos. Sus golpes no son de poder, nada más es para ganar la pelea, para hacer puntos, y eso lo hace que sea un peleador más rápido.
Yes, he's very fast and accurate, and more so when he's just trying to, make points. I didn't really feel his punches; they weren't really that strong, but he was making points, and he's very fast.
Did his speed take you out of your fight plan? If so, how did he do that?
No, yo estaba haciendo mi plan de trabajo, simplemente él hizo otras cosas y no me dejó hacer mi plan de trabajo bien como lo tenía pensado, y simplemente no supimos cómo contrarrestar eso.
No, not at all. I had my game plan, and I kept trying to work on my game plan, and he was very good. He took me out of it, and we just didn't have an answer for it.
I want to ask up to the podium as well now, the undisputed, unquestioned pound-for-pound king, Floyd Money Mayweather, who tonight showed again why he is on top of the sport. Give it up for Floyd.
Hard work. Hard work. Hard work. Thank you. If you want to, we do this every day, so my voice is a little hoarse.
Any questions, guys? Or you want to make some opening comments?
First off, I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank social media. Just thank the media, period. Everyone. You guys have been brilliant. I want to commend this young, strong champion, because he will carry the torch. Tonight, experience played a major key. Canelo got everything it takes to be a legend in the sport. Tonight was just my night. I'm truly blessed to be where I'm at. I have a good team. And like I always say, it took hard work and dedication, prayers and belief. And I want to thank everybody that came out to support Canelo. I want to thank the country of Mexico for supporting Canelo. I want to thank the fans that flew from around the world to come cover this fight. It's been truly an amazing ride. And what else can I say? We did it again.
Floyd, to your left, I have a question. Congratulations. It was a great performance tonight. Two things. First of all, do you feel that was the best performance you had? When you look back, all the great efforts you had, I mean, this was such a one-sided fight and such a, you didn't just throw a jab, you threw the uppercuts and the hooks and the straight right hands and everything. Comprehensively, do you think this was your best?
I just took my time and took opportunities and took the opportunity when it presented itself. When the opportunity presented itself, I took advantage of it. I cannot say this is my best performance. I still got 4 fights left, with Showtime and CBS. And of course, I got to thank Showtime and CBS and thank the MGM Grand for giving me the biggest deal in sports history.
When you heard 114, I think everybody almost went, fell over. Can you describe what your reaction was when you heard that? You were asked at the pre-fight news conference, did you have an objection to that, Judge? And you said no. Do you have an objection to her now?
From what I found out when I asked questions, that was the same judge from the Pacquiao-Bradley fight. I'll just leave it into the best commission in the world is Nevada Commission, so I'll just leave it in the hands of the commission. And if they feel like the person should be out there judging fights, then it is what it is. That person could be a little bit could be older. I think it's a woman. She could be kind of older. Things happen. Any more questions?
Yeah, Floyd, right here.
Where you at?
Right here, right in front of you,
My dude, what's going on?
Yeah.
They got Coca-Cola?
You there? Was there ever a point, first of all, how was the right hand? How was that through the fight? And was there ever a point where you felt like you could try to go for the knockout?
Actually, what happened in the fight was I was using the jab. I think I could have used more combinations going down the stretch, but we came close at one particular time. I think I dislocated my left elbow when we came close, so I stopped throwing the jab, I think after the 5th round. But then when I went back to the corner, I looked over at my children, I said, nah, I can't give it up. I said, I told myself I got to keep using my jab because I was put in this position for a reason.
When you say give it up, what do you mean? You looked at your kid.
Well, my arm was hurting, and I wanted to stop throwing my jab and just paw with the jab and just land the right hand. But I forced myself to use the jab. My right hand feel good, my left hand feel good, but it's a champion, man. I take my hat off to Canelo. He's a true champion, and a true champion can take a loss and bounce back. And I only got 24 months left, and this is the man.
Floyd, right here.
I'm with you.
Floyd, right here.
Talk to me.
Everyone pretty much saw a lopsided fight in your favor. Was there anything that Canelo did well in the fight and anything that you had to adjust to?
Canelo does everything well. He goes to the body good. He got a good jab. He's a good counterpuncher. He's not 42. He's not 42-0 for nothing. Now I'm 42-1, but in my eyes, he's still a champion.
Floyd, straight back. Congratulations.
My dude, what's going on?
Tremendous performance tonight, and it made me think about when you talked about the Guerrero fight in the pre-fight, and I was rather surprised when you gave yourself a grade of a D in a fight that you basically dominated, shut out. So if that was a D, I'm curious if you have a grade for yourself in this fight.
Well, no, I have to go home and sit down and watch the fight because I really don't like to go home and watch my fights because I'm a critic of myself. Because every time I watch any fight, I say I could have done this better. I could have done that better.
So you call me after you watch it and let me know?
You'll see me in May. I'm fighting in May, so you get a chance to see me again in May.
My other question for you then is, given the craziness of the scorecards, I think in the eyes of most people in this room, even the other two judges that gave you the fight seemed to be kind of weird. Was there ever even a single round in the fight where you felt like, hey, you know what, Canelo, maybe he got that round on me?
He fought hard. He fought hard.
But did he win any rounds, in your opinion?
He fought hard. Yeah.
I got it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Floyd, excuse me, right straight in front of Dan Rayfield.
You've been doing interviews since I've been 10 years old.
10 years old, yeah. As you look back on the spring and summer, Floyd, this is the first time in 11 years that you've had 2 fights this close together. What was the impact of essentially being in camp for 7-8 months here?
I was happy. You know, the young guys in my gym, the young guys that's under my banner, I don't know where they at. Ashton, I'm still proud of you. You conducted yourself like a true champion, so you fought like a champion too. Camp was tremendous. Me, my father, and my Uncle Roger, we have a great chemistry. A lot of people didn't think my father and my Uncle Roger could work together, but we all a lot older now, a lot more mature, so everything is working hand in hand. So May, I don't know if it's May 4th or May 5th, but single to Mayweather. I'll be fighting again.
Does it make a difference, though, fighting 4 months and change apart as opposed to the year layoff?
I think I can stay sharp. I thought I could, like I said before, I'm upset with myself still from this fight. I'm still mad at myself that I didn't throw enough combinations down the stretch because I got hurt. But I even want to take my hat off to my Uncle Jeff Mayweather. He's a trainer that's on the rise. I mean, if there's any champion out there, my Uncle Jeff is training fighters, my Uncle Roger's training fighters, my father's training fighters. I always got to build my team now. I love my team. So we had a great training camp, and yeah, I hear you, Nate. Nate's a good trainer, but Golden Boy Promotions, man, true professionals, great fighters. Richard Schaefer done a hell of a job, and I want Oscar to, I want him to come home and get back to what he do best, as far as getting behind these young fighters and help coaching them and keep them on the right path. Because Oscar De La Hoya is a true champion, and I commend him and take my hat off to him also.
Floyd, right over here to your left, standing up. Your left, right here. This fight was obviously billed as one of the biggest in boxing history, and a lot of people might say that the competition did not live up to the billing of the biggest in boxing history. Is that a testament to your budding career as a promoter and the promotion to it, or is it a testament to your skill and the fact that there's no one out there who can give you a fight worthy of the biggest fight in history?
Well, when you get to this level, you have two thinkers. Canelo's a thinker. I'm a thinker. This was chess tonight. We both are thinkers, counterpunchers and thinkers. It's an up-and-coming champion versus a legendary champion. Someday he will go down in the Hall of Fame. Someday I will go down in the Hall of Fame. And like I said before, I only got 24 months left. And it's a lot of young champions out there that's going strong. Danny Garcia, Batista, all these guys look tremendous. I don't know what the future holds right now. I'm not a psychic. Only thing I can do is keep my fingers crossed and hope for the best. I'd like to fight in May. I don't have an opponent yet. And fight again in September. Then fight again in May, then fight again in September. So we just take one day at a time. I go back, sit down with Leonard, talk it over with Leonard. But I need a vacation. I haven't taken a vacation in 4 or 5 years. It's hard to take a vacation because when you go to any country, it's crazy, it's wild. So, but that's life.
Floyd, Canelo could build a case that he was a qualified candidate to fight you. Who else out there, now that you've eliminated this guy, can make a case that he can beat you, given the last two performances?
This is still one of the pound for pound best fighters in the world today, and before long he'd be champion again. I like to see Canelo fight the guy Molina that fought tonight. I think that'll be a good fight for him, this next fight. Just a fight that can get his confidence back. But he's a young champion, and he fought his heart out tonight.
Floyd, over here. Right here. What's going on?
What's up, my man?
Can you talk about the game plan tonight? I think when you came out and opened up a little bit more aggressively, you took Canelo a little off guard. Was that the plan from the outset?
That was my dad. He said, he just said, go out there and do what you do best. You done been here before. And then he said, you built for this. I said, I'm gonna go out there and do what I got to do. Then I came back to the corner. He said, you fighting a little tight. He said, loosen up a little bit. So I went back out. We boxed a little bit more. I came back. He said, you're still fighting tight. So then he said, close up and go in the pocket. Basically, that's our defense, the Mayweather defense. Close up and go to him. I closed up. I think I started throwing combinations a little bit more. Then we bumped. We bumped arms. And that's when I thought I dislocated my left elbow. So I think for the 6th and the 7th round, I was just basically pawing with the jab. But then when I came back to the corner, I looked at my family. I said, I got to use it. I have to use it because I got the will to win. I was born a winner. I'm going to die a winner.
And another question, because you talked about you wanted to go for the knockout, but as soon as you dislocated the elbow, did you figure, again, because the Guerrero fight, you hurt your hand when you was trying to go for the knockout?
I still was going for it. Of course, I was still trying to hit him with big shots. He was trying to hit me with big shots. He threw a hell of a thigh shot. It was a good shot. I'm walking with a limp right now. I'm just, like I said, social media, you guys done a tremendous job. Everybody that covered the fight, you guys done a hell of a job, remarkable job. TheMoneyTeam.com, of course, all you got to plug. I always got to plug the Money Team, TMT to the day I DIE. Mayweather Promotions, we are the past, the present, and the future of sports and entertainment. Golden Boy Promotions, we work hand in hand with you guys. I love the relationship that we have. Al Heyman, continue to keep doing a hell of a job with these young fighters. I couldn't thank you and Leonard enough for going out there and getting me the biggest deal in the sport of boxing. I want to take my hat off to my father. I'm glad he's back with my team. And we're still going strong. What else can I say? I want to thank everybody that showed up tonight.
One more.
Floyd,
right here. Floyd, right now, age seems to be your only real enemy, if we can use those words. I wanted to ask you, how different is when you started off in terms of training? Do you feel anything different in your body, adjustments, anything you can tell about that?
I feel a lot better now. More mature, I feel a lot better. Since I'm older. Where when I was young, it's different. I think when I was young, it's like I beat all these fighters I was partying every night and beating all the world champions. But I think it was around 2007, 2000. I think when I fought Oscar, that's when I started staying in the house a lot, and concentrating more on my job, which is boxing. And because normally training camp is like we go to the boxing gym, we leave the boxing gym, we go shopping, we go to the club, we go to the strip club. That's when I was young, but now since I'm older, things change. I'm more of a homebody.
Floyd, can I just get one quick one from you? First of all, congratulations on your victory tonight. If you look back at your career, you've had a habit of making great fighters look ordinary when they get in the ring with you. I just wanted to know where you would rank your performance tonight in the perspective of your entire career. You had great fights, beating Corrales, beating Hatton, guys like that. Where would you rank tonight's performance in the lexicon of the story that'll be Floyd Mayweather when you retire from boxing?
Well, that's for everybody else to rate me, because every time I go out there and I say I'm going to do something, I do it. So I don't think that's bragging. I think it's the truth. If I say I'm going to win, I won. I went out there 45 times, and I won 45 times. Anything can happen in the sport of boxing. You know, you can't overlook no opponent. I never overlooked Canelo because I knew he was going to bring his A game. And I can't break myself. You know, I'll let you guys do that, you know, when my career's over. Where we at?
Floyd, Manny Pacquiao has a fight right here. Manny Pacquiao has a fight coming up in Macau. After this fight today, do you feel like that's a fight that you want down the road?
Like I said before, take one day at a time. As of right now, that's not my focus. My focus is going home, spending time with my family, take a vacation, and continue to take Mayweather promotion to the next level, continue to take my TMT brand to the next level. That's what it's about. I'm not focused on Manny Pacquiao at this particular time.
Do you think that, though you said you want 2 more fights in May and September, do you think that Manny Pacquiao would take your promotion to another level? Certainly in money it would.
At this particular time, I'm focused on taking a vacation and spending time with my family.
All right, thank you very much. While I'm up here, I got to take my hat off to this legend, to be almost 50 and world champion in the sport. Give it up for Bernard Hopkins. I want to thank everybody for coming out. So we know now who the one is. But I think tonight we realized as well that there is another one. And the other one, I think, made all of you guys, hopefully believers, right? That other one is still the undisputed super lightweight world champion from Philadelphia, Danny Swift Garcia. Come on up. You showed him, man. You showed him.
Carlos Molina fue otro de los protagonistas de esta velada única.
First of all, you know, I want to thank God. I want to thank Al Heyman. I want to thank Golden Boy Showtime. I want to thank my family, my dad for the support they gave me through this tremendous training camp. And we had a game plan. We stuck to it. And, you know, we worked hard tremendously for 10 weeks. And I knew if I just stood focused, don't let nothing get in my head, tunnel vision. And that's what I brought to this fight. I stood disciplined. I got the job done. I'm happy the fans enjoyed the fight. And until the next one, you guys know what I bring to the table. A lot of hard work, a lot of speed, a lot of power, and still WBC, WBA Ring Magazine Super Lightweight Champion of the World, Danny Swift Garcia. Thank you all.
Any questions? And Kevin Aioli, I have to admit, you picked Danny, and I said I'm going to point you out at the post-fight press conference, and here I am pointing you out.
Thank you,
Well
Richard.
done.
Thank you very much. Danny, a couple things. First of all, you kind of started slow, and your dad yelled at you and said, you know, wake up. You know, basically, what was going on in the early rounds? It seemed like, you know, you weren't the way you were in the last 9 or 10 rounds.
You know, I knew I had 12 rounds to work with. I didn't want to go in there and shoot everything I had in the first 6 rounds because I know he's dangerous in the early rounds. He's a strong puncher. So I knew if I just use my legs a little bit, make him miss, and I'll get him at the end.
And I know, you know, you fought a fight 2 weights below where Floyd was, but do you feel like you did enough in your performance tonight to see yourself matching with Floyd the next time out?
You know, I really don't know. At the end of the day, I'm just a fighter. There comes the fight, With a big heart, and you know, I come to give the fans what they want. And you know, if Golden Boy, Al Heyman, and them guys want that, then I'll do it. But it is what it is.
Two other questions then, Danny. How good did it feel to get the knockdown? Because everybody was saying, you know, Lucas was such a hard puncher, was going to blow you out, and here you knocked him down, and he never hurt you, seriously hurt you.
See, I faced adversity before. That's the difference between me and him. He's a great fighter. I take nothing away from him, but he's never faced adversity. He's never been cut late in a fight. He's never been 12 hard rounds with a legend, with a, you know, I've been in there with a lot of technical fighters who can really fight and hit me with good shots, and you know, I sucked it up. I faced adversity before, and I knew if I took him late in the fight that I would get him.
And then lastly, Angel, can I ask you, how do you think Danny would match up if he fought Floyd? You know, Floyd had a great performance tonight. If that were to be the next fight for Danny, how do you think he would do?
Well, first of all, I want to thank God and for God giving Danny all the power in the world. Because what I am, Danny wouldn't have been here, I wouldn't be here. Well, if that was to happen, I'll call it the Holy War. It will be the Holy War because it'd be two gifted fighters, spiritual fighters that God put in this planet to fight. Blessed fighter, because Floyd's blessed, Danny's blessed. He just still got to, you know, prove himself to you guys. That's it. Because people still doubting the champ of the world and still champ of the world. God bless y'all.
Danny, right here. Right here.
Where?
Right here.
Okay.
Danny.
Oh, all right. My bad. You right over the top.
Yeah. Danny, you fought some good punchers before, and he hit you with, you know, several hard shots. You took him very well. How would you rate his power, and at any time did you feel any of those punches?
I mean, he's a strong puncher, no doubt about it. But somebody's only strong if you let him be strong. And a lot of the punches he caught me with, I was pulling my head back a little bit. I was blocking a little bit. So I never really felt his power. I mean, he's a strong puncher. I felt his aggressiveness. But he never really hurt me in the fight.
And it seemed like the first couple of rounds were really close. He was putting a lot of pressure on you, and the tide seemed to change around the sixth when you closed his eye.
Yeah.
At that point, you seemed like you got a boost, and you were putting your combinations together. You were starting to tee off on him a little bit. When you saw the eye close, did that just say, you know, I got to really put it on this guy?
Like right there, it was in my head. I was like, before the fight, I was like, this guy's never faced adversity. He's never been cut. He's never been hurt. And that was my game plan to go in there, to cut his eye, to make his eye swollen, knock him down. I did both things, and that's what a true champion does.
Danny, right here. What next for you? Who do you want to face?
You know, I just want to go home, take some time off, and let my body recuperate. I had a tough camp. And like I said before, whatever Richard want, whatever Al Heyman want, then we do. I'm just a fighter. My job is to fight and give the fans a great fight.
Danny, to your left, do you remember exactly which shot it was that began closing his eye, and when you realized that, and how much that changed your strategy?
I think it was a jab. It was a jab. I hit him with a jab, and I saw him blink in his eye. And then about 45 seconds later, his eye was closed. So I just kept working it.
Danny, right here. Right here next to Shorty right here. Did you said this is going to be your last fight at 140. Is that because you feel like you've cleaned out the division and you wouldn't be as motivated to stay here and you need a challenge?
No, I'm always motivated. I'm a self-motivated person. Nobody has to wake me up and tell me to run. I know what I got to do. But hey, I beat the best fighters at 140. What else you want me to do? I beat everybody at 140. I beat two guys I wasn't supposed to beat, and I beat them in fashion.
Danny, you said that Lucas hadn't fought the adversity that you fought right here. How important were fights with Amir Khan and Zab Judah for you being ready for this fight tonight?
I mean, every fight's a very important fight because you're gonna grow, and you know those two fighters were real technicians. They were real technical boxers. So I feel like every fight to this fight led me to this fight, and the experience, like I said before, I'm only 25, but that was my 5th championship fight. I'm starting to feel like a young veteran in the game.
Hey, Danny, did the fact that everyone was picking Matisse to knock you out, did that inspire you at all tonight?
Nah, because at the end of the day, I had tunnel vision. I don't really pay attention to the media. I don't really care what people say about me. I know what I can do. My dad knows what I can do. He believes in me. And as long as my kid believes in me and I believe in myself, no one can beat me.
Thank you.
Hey, Danny, we talked about this last week. You've been the underdog in so many fights. What happens when you become the favorite? How do you treat that?
I mean, like I said, I'm gonna approach it the same way. Hard work in the gym, stay disciplined, live a good life, and go out there and get the job done. I don't pay attention to the media. I know what I can do. My team know what I can do. Like I said, I go into every fight with that same strong mindset.
And one other question for you. Earlier you talked about making Lucas respect your power. Do you think you made him respect your power in the early rounds?
I made him think, I know that. A lot of people didn't think I could move the way I was moving in there. I brought the Philadelphia out of me right there. So, a lot of people thought I was a flat-footed fighter, I was slow, and he was just going to be able to go in there and knock me out. But, I had to show what my name was about.
I got a question for Angel. Angel, right here. In boxing, father-son, trainer relationships aren't always, don't always work. You guys have been through the fire in a lot of your fights, and going back to the Amir Khan fight in the second round where you really got Danny's grill. What is it about your relationship as a father and a trainer that works?
Well, the first thing is love is too strong. I love Danny so much. People don't understand that. Yeah, I love the hell out of Danny. What you want me to say? It's my son. I love all my children. Listen, I will never sell Danny out for nobody. I love my children too much. I struggle with what I have. I struggle to give them. I told Danny to be a hard worker and a listener. If you listen, I said, Danny, if you listen, all you gotta do is knowledge is free. All you gotta do is listen to me. If you listen to me, I'll give you all the knowledge in the world. It was no money, it was knowledge. I said, you get knowledge, listen, I said, out of 10, only one's gonna make it, and that one's gonna be if you listen. And I'm glad that he listened. That's why he's here today. This didn't start one day when he was 14, 16, went to the gym, and he went to the gym, all of a sudden he wanted to fight. This started when he was a child. This was a dream. Nobody believes this. This ain't just started. People say, oh, well, you don't know how to train. Listen, I'm the most underrated trainer there is, and he's the most underrated fighter there is. And you guys still ain't gonna give him credit, but it doesn't matter to us, because we still undefeated. I don't even want that, honestly. I don't even want that. Cause you know what? That ain't gonna make me no better. Give me some millions.
Can't hear your question.
You need the mic. Can't hear him. No, you need the mic. Can't hear him.
He said comment. He want Danny to
comment
on
the
the
comment.
La pelea fue bien difícil, pero yo entreno bien duro y gano la pelea. Y gracias para todos los latinos que apoyan. Philly Rican.
Good. All right.
Thank you all.
Danny.